The 35-year
solid guy.
very young. Started refereeing at the age of 20.
Wow.
At that level, you know.
It's in the near Papa.
Hey, chapter 35, you're officiating the final of the Euros.
Spain versus England.
It's a big one. It's a big one for a 35-year-old.
Okay, here is England manager Gareth Southgate on reaching the final once again with the three lions of England.
There's a different feel. To have reached the first final in 50 plus years was enormous. We're now in a different moment as a team, 2 tournaments on, a lot more big match experience. So I guess there was less of a celebration, perhaps less satisfaction at reaching a final. Each tournament has been different, each squad has been different. This squad, half of them had never been to a tournament before, so yeah, they'll be viewing it in a different way to the guys that have been with us now for 4 tournaments and have been knocking on the door of winning a trophy. But that's brought a nice dynamic because you've got players who know what's needed to get to this point and have learned how to win, and you've got guys that just think that's what we do anyway, and they've got no inhibitions. So what's impressed me is how well they've come together as a new group in such a short period of time. And
okay, now like I said, reports in England indicate that the English people want Gareth Southgate to stay on as England manager even when they lose tomorrow to Spain. But Southgate says he's not in the right position to make a decision now in his future.
I took the job to try to help English football improve. I know what it would mean not only to the general public in England, but particularly to people involved in English football, from those that have young players to those that run clubs, every level of the game. Improve the credibility of English football has perceived around the world, but ultimately until you win a trophy, then there will always be those questions across the board and at home about what we've done. Emotionally, it would be impossible for me to make a logical decision at the moment on any of that because my sole focus for 2 years has been winning this tournament.
All right.
Champion coach Gareth Southgate.
I tell you, Charlie, back-to-back finals of Europe.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Sure.
Yeah. And then the semi-final, the last World Cup at Qatar 2022.
Yeah. I think the last one was quarterfinals, right?
Qatar? What are you not the semi-final?
Qatar were in the semi-final.
Qatar
So the 2018 one was.
He started from the quarterfinal where he lost against Colombia.
It's great for him. Charlie, the records. And look at the players he's
should win the trophy. That's the ultimate.
But like you see,
but the Black Queens are also playing against Japan in an international friendly, and they've done about 25 minutes of that game and goalless. That was just by the way. Nora. Great job.
Another champion coach.
Fiifi-Manfred Tactical.
We can now listen to the guy who scored the winner for England against Netherlands to seal that final score, Oli Watkins, and according to him, Spain has been the best team at the Euros.
No, I feel like England are obviously very strong. Spain I feel like they've had some very tough games and they've had to come through, I would say maybe a harder journey than us, obviously playing France, Italy, Germany, so-called the bigger teams. So I see what the boss is saying and I feel like they have been probably the best team of the competition so far. Obviously the wingers for Spain, they're very dynamic, young, full of confidence and direct, but also across our team we have goals from everywhere, world-class talent, so it's going to be a very exciting match. I can't wait to be a part of it and hopefully we can get the job done.
And yesterday I was watching Sky Sports and they took the cameras to his school, Oli Watkins' school, his former school, his primary school, speak to his sports master, and they went to, he was part of the school team. Wow. And so they had the pictures in there. They said he was going to be a hero for England. It was said long ago. Yes, and he scored a goal to put England into the final. Wow. Great guy. But if they win, we will die.
But the goal he scored was beautiful. How he controlled it.
And at the time, how important the goal was.
And look, I always love those strikers because how he controlled the ball with his back facing the goalpost, how he turned, like Didier Drogba kind of goal. And one shot, then pop. The guy is a great striker. Chelsea
should we start ahead of Harry Kane?
Oh no, that one. Harry Kane is the best striker in world football at the moment. So
let's finish this one. We'll get to that.
To the camp of Spain. but
Fifi, did you hear him?
Yeah, Harry Kane.
The records are there.
He's the best striker in the world.
Yeah.
But
49 goals this season.
This one is not debatable.
For my country.
49.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You see, when you have records like this, that's what I'm saying. That this guy, He's not a football player. He's a politician player.
That is guy was
How can somebody score 49 goals and the same national team with him? Then you be hailing yourself as if you.
So for you, Jude and Harry Kane, who deserves?
If England is supposed to present one person for the Ballon d'Or, it's Harry Kane.
And you know they will not present Harry Kane because Jude has won 2 important trophies.
How splendid has he been at the Euros? I'm asking questions.
He will tell you about the Caesar kick.
But England would be out of the tournament. But that incredible bicycle kick against Russia. For me, that was the most important goal.
See, what bicycle kick? What bicycle kick?
That incredible bicycle kick.
Incredible. Let's finish. Oh, that is guy. Obiako Kamokwame Nkowane is in trouble.
I'll apologize to you.
Sam Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is their player.
Was that? Jude Bellingham, no.
What about Jude Bellingham?
Don't go and bring it into
No, be trouble about that. But the person said I apologize, so no be trouble about that.
I was saying that apology to him because 24 hours later, I had the opportunity to do that. He didn't do it. You let's go. All right, so let's
okay, to the camp of Spain and their fault, and it almost says England not give up during this, and that makes them a dangerous team.
Yeah, well, England.
I don't want
I mean, anytime go on Opacho, I need to Opacho. And then what carry there? Either you stand by it or you go. Now what's our Opacho?
For sure, and we have we just have to focus, keep playing our game, our things, and just give our best. The 120 minutes, the whole year.
Now, former Spanish international one matter says England versus Spain is the final he was expecting and explain the sort of game to look out for tomorrow.
It certainly can. I mean, they are in another final, and I think we should acknowledge that he has to get credit for all of this, right? I know there has been a lot of criticism and the way that England has played or not, and we all want our team to play the best we can, or the football that we like. But to get to your point, get England twice in a row to Euros final is not a question. And so yes, we can talk about luck in the group or whatever, and the defining moments. But defining moments like Jude Bellingham's goal is not luck. It's capacity to actually do it in that specific moment. So I think we should acknowledge the credit that these players deserve and the coaching staff deserves. I want Spain to win. I know what it represents for my country, for my family, for my people and for myself. So I think we deserve it, and it would be nice to end the Euros by winning it, but not always the one that deserves it wins it in football. So let's see.
You former Chelsea's best player one matter has even acknowledged the impact of Jude Bellingham on this English team.
But why are they forgetting to mention the name of Bukayo Saka?
Bukayo Saka?
Yes.
But wonderful. I mean, it's normal. But he
scored some sweet goals.
Yeah. But in terms of impact.
But the goals made an impact.
No, but I mean, if your team wins by 8 goals to 0 and then you score a field goal,
they never won.
So you are talking about goals making. But I'm saying that if your team wins by 8 goals to 0, you score the field, the 7. I mean.
No, but I'm saying that in this sense, there was no easy.
But the team would be out of the incredible bicycle. And that's caused by Jude Bellingham. You did top high, the Kwame who theater Jude Bellingham. You want my Chelsea's best player, former best player.
Is it the team will be out without that one? Incredible bicycle. Now, if tomorrow it doesn't work out, he will explain incredible on this show.
Now, the former Manchester United forward and Spanish football expert Terry Gibson has charged on Spain to be at their best to stand a chance against England because they look dangerous.
And I think Spain realised that they've got to be at their very best. Stella Quincy has said that they need their best players. Because they beat Germany, they beat Italy, they beat Croatia. So I don't think, I know they won't fear England. They have respect and they know, as I said, Stella Quincy knows that his team have to be at their best to win this match, to win the trophy. But I certainly don't think after the route they've had to the final in the difficult half of the group, they're cock-a-hoop at the moment, they're buoyant, they really do feel that the momentum is with them, but they're aware of the
Like, you know, the bookmakers are still saying to win the trophy because of how they have performed.
Oh, of course, on paper they look stronger at this competition than England,
you know,
but it's the cup final.
Yeah, and
so anything also can happen. It could
but
go either way.
Manager Ronald Koeman, who played England in the semi-final first, England can beat Spain tomorrow.
I think England showed great football in the first half after 1-0 down. It's football, and maybe if you watch all the matches of them, maybe the Spanish national team is playing a little bit still more offensive with really wingers and great football from the back, great ball position, and you need to stop that. But England is in the final, and they have his possibilities to win it. Maybe from outside, maybe because Spain are playing on a high level, but England can stop them. Why not?
Yes, we can stop them. Why not? Okay, so we look forward to the final tomorrow in Berlin.
Yeah, there's going to be live commentary. Yeah, 7 p.m. We'll all be here.
Yeah.
Javier will be here, Fiifi-Manfred, Zando, myself. We are going to have a nice time.
Yeah, build up starts at 6 p.m., right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, great. But away from the Euros to the Copa America, and the final will be played on Monday at 12 a.m., and that is between Argentina, the defending champions, right, and Colombia in Miami. Today is the third and fourth place game between Uruguay and Canada. Lionel Messi possibly winning another major trophy for his country, Argentina, on Monday. But let's talk about the Wimbledon and wrap up before we get into the other stories as well. And to the Wimbledon, and Ghanaian Italian Jasmine Paolini beat Croatian Donna Vekic 2-6, 6-4, 7-6 to reach the final, where she will face 2021 French Open champion Barbara Krejcikova, who defeated Elena Rybakina in the second semi-final. Now, the final is today, and Jasmine, who becomes the first Ghanaian to play the Wimbledon final. Paolini.
Okay.
So Jasmine, who becomes the first Ghanaian to play the Wimbledon final.
She's not representing
her. Let's bring
she just said her speed is to be there to Ghana. All of a sudden, people want to take her to Ghana.
No, she's got her grandfather.
Yeah.
Has a Ghanaian.
So she has a Ghanaian lineage.
So she's of
Ghanaian descent.
Ghanaian descent in a way.
Like 5%. Yeah.
So don't let it look like she's a raw Ghanaian, please.
But I didn't say that.
You said the Ghanaian.
I said Ghanaian Italian. But the girl possibly could have had three nationalities. The mother is Polish, right? I mean, she was born in Italy, and the maternal grandfather is from this country. Yes. So if I say Ghanaian Italian, I'm wrong. So I don't know what.
You said Ghanaian.
You think, and you know the Ghanaian.
Okay, so she becomes the first Ghanaian Italian to reach the final. The girl says she's fast because she has Ghanaian heritage in her.
I always say that for me, it's important that I'm proud to have different bloods in my body. Of course, I'm feeling Italian, you know, I was born in Italy, I'm Italian, but that's I think, important part of my life. My mom, she's Polish, but, you know, my grandfather is from Ghana. I think I'm fast because of Ghana. But, you know, also, when I was younger, like 10 years, every summer
to get more followers in Africa.
You know, to have in your person, it's a plus. I don't know how to say it. Something more. So I'm really proud of it. Yeah.
Italian Ghanaian. Sometimes I just Rashid was Ghanaian.
But this one, the lady has nationality.
They said that Kodigakpo too is from Volta.
But he's playing for Holland. But when it comes to when he's on holidays, he stays. He resides at Lome, which is not Ghana.
Yeah, they wanted to take this one. So to logo Lomini Volta. Transvolta Togoland. Yes.
Okay, so all the best to Ghanaian lady playing the Wimbledon final today.
We wish her well because she is of Ghanaian descent. She has some Ghanaian roots in there. We'll all be rooting for her. And we want her to win.
Personally, I mean, watching that press.
And it's nice for her to have acknowledged Ghana.
Exactly. That was really my next part. I think I was surprised when she mentioned Ghana in her press.
I have no idea about this.
Exactly. That she's fast because she's Ghanaian. I don't know if they were giving her a bit here when she was growing up. But I don't really know because, I mean, in terms of her food. Now for the men's final, Carlos Alcaraz says Sunday will be a good day for Spanish people because I mean, Novak Djokovic will be playing Carlos Alcaraz in the Wimbledon final, and the Spain versus England at the Euros. And of course, the 21-year-old claimed a 6-7, 6-3, 6-4, 6-4 comeback victory over 6-seed Daniel Medvedev in Friday's semi-final. Like I said, he will face seven-time champion Novak Djokovic in what will be a repeat of the 2023 showpiece after the Serb beat Lorenzo Musetti in the other last four tie. Here's Carlos Alcaraz making it to the final again.
It's always good to be in a final of a Grand Slam. Obviously, it's great to be back in a Wimbledon final. I'm really happy about it, and yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the final for sure. And yeah, it's a really well, Luka, it's gonna be always a spot for him. Yeah, it's amazing guy, amazing athlete that I admire a lot. So it's great to have him in the box for him.
All right.
Okay, the last one. Novak Djokovic also spoke to the media ahead of the final tomorrow at 1 p.m. at the Centre Court in London.
It has always been a childhood favorite tournament, particularly when you play finals of the most important tennis tournament in the history of the sport. So yeah, coming into Wimbledon really before the tournament, I wasn't sure until maybe 3-4 days before the tournament that I'm going to take part in it. Made an extra effort to recover as quickly as possible, just because it was Wimbledon. So I'm really happy to make the finals, because I was not thinking about, particularly in the first couple of matches of the eventual title match, I'm actually playing close to my best and I can have a shot at the title.
Okay, the last thing, that's it, yeah. But our interest is, of course, Jasmine Paolini, because she has an indifference in her. Yeah. So, what the best is Jasmine?
All right. Thank you very much, Steve Zando. And you're listening to Love 99.5 FM program. It's kickoff at 9 a.m. We'll cross over to Joy 99.7 to bring you news for now. We are going to zoom straight into the discussion itself and the analysis of the game that is coming up tomorrow at 7 p.m. Between England and Spain.
And it's good that he's in Barcelona.
Kick off no.
This guy, Bellingham, he should calm down. He's I don't know how to explain. He should calm down and just enjoy because he's a very good footballer. I was expecting to be the best, but this Lamine.
Okay, all right, thank you. He's also going for Lamine Yamal. Okay, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Dara.
Yes, sir, your name and where are you calling from, please?
Oh.
Okay, all right.
Thomas, are you?
Yeah, sure, bro. Let's hear you.
I think Lamine Yamal is the best player so far. And the flop, I think Harry Kane is also a flop.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's see. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
This is Professor Joel.
Okay, Prof.
You know what? I will go for Lamine Yamal.
Okay, Lamine Yamal for the best player. And who has been your flop?
Need the trophy.
England will win the trophy.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you very much for your thoughts in here. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm Katachi Kundan, so speaking from afar.
Okay, Katachi, let's hear you.
Yes, he is 17 years today, that young player.
I don't know this.
And nobody. The flop, I'll give to the two. Because
who and who?
So public figure, Cristiano Ronaldo and Kylian Mbappe.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much for your call as well. Hello. Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from.
Who has been your flop?
My flop is Cristiano Ronaldo.
And who has been the best player for you?
Dani
Olmo. Okay, nice perspective in that. All right, thank you very much for that one. Let's see which next. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name, please.
This is Akwesi. I'm calling from Amakun.
Akwesi. Okay, Akwesi, who has been your best player?
Your best player is Yamal. He's the best.
Okay. And who has been your flop?
Mbappe. England will win the trophy.
Okay.
Don't consider how they have played so far.
All right.
I think they are destined to win it.
Okay.
They concede first. You know, they are not one of the. You know, in tournaments like this, it's not necessarily the best teams that win. No. The last time it was Italy. Before the tournament, I don't think Italy was one of the best. England will win it. I think they are destined to win.
Okay. Thank you very much for your call here. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
Cash flow from Tele.
Cash flow.
Yeah.
Is there cash flowing?
Oh, at the same time, the money planter.
The money planter. I love that. Who has been your flop?
Oh, my flop is Cristiano Ronaldo.
And your best player?
My best player is Lamine Yamal. But Pastor, you have a good player.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much. And hello. Good morning. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where are you calling from?
I did Uncle George Odella.
Oh, Uncle George, how are you doing this morning? I'm very good. Who has been your flop?
Of course, it's Mbappe. Ronaldo, but I don't agree because Ronaldo's age compared to Mbappe and the performance, Mbappe has been a flop.
Okay.
Big flop.
And your best player?
Of course, Lamine.
Okay. Hey.
What?
What's your chow?
Yeah,
Okay, let's see whether we can pick maybe one or two more calls. Then we'll go on the lines to speak to Dr. Safaji. We'll come back to the studio, then we'll do proper analysis of the game. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, my brother.
Yes, sir.
George.
What's your name, please?
Yeah.
George.
George, come for.
Yeah, my brother.
Hey, George, you there inside?
Oh, I do, my brother.
You dog wheel.
I'll be listening to you, my brother.
Okay.
To call you.
Charlie, but who has been your best player in the competition?
Oh, Lamine Yamal.
Okay.
Very, very fantastic.
And the flop?
At the age of him, I mean, if you look throughout the tournament, the performance and the goal that the guy is giving, if only he goes on
you can do fly, best player, you
more than my friend. If I 11 or 12, okay. All right. Now, who has been your best player? Oh, sorry. I'm talking about the flop.
Flop. Is it not flop?
Yes, the big name flop for you.
Yeah, Mbappe.
Mbappe. Okay. All right. Okay, Josh. Thank you. Let me pick the last caller on this. Hello. Hello. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Sir, good morning. My name is Patrick. I call from Ashwambi.
Okay, Patrick. Let's hear from you.
Yeah. To me, the biggest trouble is about Morata. He's not playing up to standard.
Okay.
And Danny Olmo is playing very, very well. But
okay. All right. Thank you very much. But for the best player, we had almost everybody going in for Lamine Yamal, except two people going in for Danny Olmo, and one going in for Jude Bellingham. All the rest are saying that Lamine Yamal deserves it. Anyway, that is their thoughts. And Zando, you also have your thoughts anyway, so we'll just leave it there. Now, Fee, get closer now. Let's look at how these two teams will need to set up and map up for this game as we try to see whether we can get Dr. Kofi Asafeji on the line to speak to us well on this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the final, Jose Mourinho says something every time. Finals are won, they are not played. If you look at the two teams and compare it to club size this season, England look like the Real Madrid, where they don't necessarily have to play well, but find ways to win. And that's what Danny almost said, that the English team, they don't give up. They find ways to win. And the last game that they played against the Dutch, there were moments where the Dutch were up there, they played some good stuff. The Dutch scored the first goal. But that change of bringing on Cole Palmer and Oli Watkins turned the game on its head for the English. So they have shown that they have character. And if you listen to everybody that has called in, one of the things that has been clear is that if you look at the path of England and how they've managed to qualify from round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final, now to the final, it looks as if that destiny backs them to an extent, because when they are going out, just when they are going out, then something comes up and then they win.
Notch it in late.
Yeah, they notch it very late, and then they end up getting the winner. But it's for me going to be a little bit different against the Spaniards, because if you look at the Spanish team, they try to control games. And I don't think the English have met any team that control the ball and the game as much as the Spaniards do.
And better.
Yes, and better. The closest they've come to a team was the Swiss team. But the Swiss team also fluffed chances, made mistakes in the middle of the park. There were certain times where Mbolo, Granit Xhaka and the likes weren't really in tandem in the middle of the park, and I think that affected the Swiss team. Now, they are going to play against the Spanish side. If you look at the Spanish national team, it is a simple 4-3-3 like you've already known them. And I am expecting that they go with the same starting lineup that we saw the last time when they played. I'm expecting that in post, we still have Unai Simons in there. After Unai Simons, at centre back, we're expecting that we are going to have Emerick Laporte in there with either Nacho or Lenormand, who's going to return to the team. Then a fullback, Marc Cucurella, and then of course, still Jesus Navas is going to be in there for the Spaniards. Now, if you look at how the Spaniards play in the middle of the park, it is a very, very important part of how they play, because there are two double sixes who control the tempo of the game, who regulates the game and control exactly how the Spaniards want to play on and off ball. And it's the job of Fabian Ruiz, who for a lot of people he is the best midfielder in the competition so far, together with Rodri. Both of them, one of them will drop deeper into the two center backs to build up, whilst one becomes the outlet in the middle of the park. For me, Rodri has become the most excellent of the two because of his ability to move away from cover shadows, and it was very clear against the French, where the French wanted to use Kante's cover shadow to prevent him from getting the balls and block his passing lanes. He was excellent in receiving the ball and then playing forward. With Jesus Navas now, it means that Lamine Yamal can now come inside and then head the English. Now, for me, the big question for the English is that how are they going to start? In the last few games, they've played in a 3-back. If you've watched the English team,
sure.
In the last 3 games, they played in a 3-back.
Yes, indeed.
With Bukayo Saka having
Trippier.
Yes, yeah. Bukayo Saka playing more like a wing-back. Are they still going to go and play in a 3-back, or are they going to change something? Because if you are playing in a 3-back and Bukayo Saka is your wing-back, and he's going to come across the right-sided defender in that team, that you may have the wrong person defending somebody like Lamine Yamal, and that's where the issues come from. Are the English going to go with that? In the last game, it was Walker, Stones, and Gay. Gay has been very, very solid for the English, In the middle of the park was Rice Kobe Menu. Kobe Menu, the deepest, whilst Rice became the box to box, and then of course Trippier and then Bukayo Saka keeping the width. Then Tuna Martins. I think that has been the strong leg of the English.
Okay.
The ability to have Jude Bellingham and then Phil Foden in those channels as inside 10s, for them to have also a free role, drop deeper to come and help in the building of the game in the middle of the park has been very important, because if you are playing against the Spaniards who will press you, who will be very aggressive, with and without the ball, want to win numerical numbers, using Phil Foden to drop deeper to come and help will be very, very important going up top. And of course, Harry Kane will lead the lines. I think that one thing is clear: the Spaniards will have most of the ball. Most of the ball they will have it.
Yeah.
So it's essentially about what they can do when they get on the ball. If they're able to have long spells of sustained pressure, pin Bukayo Saka back, pin the back three of the English back, and consistently counter press and press enough to have the ball, and then pin the English back, they may win the game in regulation time. Now then, the issue now becomes what they do without the ball. If they are without the ball, are they going to be counter pressing excellently? Will they win the ball in the 6-7 seconds that you want them to win the ball back? If they are not spot on, and that's why everybody says that the Spaniards have to be at their best.
Okay.
Because if you don't counter press efficiently and you allow the English to turn over possession, then they go in confidence. As far as the game travels, the English go in confidence. And if it goes into extra, then definitely I think it will go to the English team. But my tip is the Spaniards to carry the cup.
All right. Okay. So let me go on the lines now. Let me speak to Dr. Kofi Asafo-Adjei, our good friend, our senior colleague here on Love 99.5 FM. He's a pediatrician with the Konfanochi Teaching Hospital. But when it comes to sports journalism, they are the starters here. Yes, together with the likes of Lawyer Yabuafo at Capital Radio and Javier Clemente. Yes, sure. All right, Doc, good morning.
Good morning, Della.
And how are you doing, Doc?
Great, and it's so good to talk to you again.
It's been a while. It's been a long time. These days, you are...
Yeah, it's so... Banter. We don't do the program, the jokes, the banter. It's so exciting. The best way to start your weekend.
Oh, thank you so much.
I love everything. With you guys.
Yeah, sure. We're also happy to have you. It's always a pleasure to have you on radio with us here. So,
we start. Let me make a comment. When you started with the Kumasi and their great achievement.
Yes.
I want to congratulate them, but to warn them that they should look before they leap. That he just was talking about the nationals.
Yeah.
And incidentally, he mentioned my school. But you know my school, my
look, it looks like I've forgotten. Just Presec, yeah, Presec. Or that year.
Yes, from 1 to upper 6, full of that year.
Fully fledged of that year.
Yes.
But you
was mentioning Presec, and I was wondering why you made it Presec at this stage. You're not coming to meet the Real Madrid of NSNQ.
That's true.
So you because I'm telling you, they've done so well. I mean the results, but they don't understand that. But we are going to hear from me how better will get 23 in them.
Oh man, you're crowd.
Cry, it's a disgrace.
And you cry.
I didn't even know to this morning. I'll call him.
Then please do. Okay, so Doc, so back to the subject, what we call the Euro 2024. And first of all, what has been your impressions? How excited have you been? Did you enjoy the tournament, if I should put it that way?
In fact, I love tournaments.
Yeah.
My first experience at a tournament was, lucky for me, when we went to 1978 in Ghana. And it got me and got in tournament. Since then, I can get every single time. The one in Billiard that I did was 1980. The one Germany won. Who was to lose the final. Now I'm going to get to watch Ghana. Just what the highlights.
Doc out the book goes to
who's the one that Ghana really showed was the one that Holland won. That was the one that we got to watch. You watch the opening game against China. I know you watch the China clearly there. The one in Holland and USSR that Martin scored a magnificent goal. You got to watch that one. So years have been part of my life since 1980. But to talk about this tournament, what I've loved most is the colorful fans.
Okay.
That's what I mean. What the games like they're being played in there. It's what even Romania play. and you see all the yellows in the stadium. Like the time of Olympic Romania, and that's one thing Europe has done so well. When you see the Dutch play, the whole half of the stadium is orange, and the sun. I mean, they made it like a carnival atmosphere. They've done so well with the organization. Although initially people complain about the train system in Germany, but if you really complain about train system in Germany, all we talk about Africa and Ghana or everywhere else. So, but my only I don't know whether it's a drawback or it's not a disappointment, but the directives. Then I do remember what AFCON gave, especially the one that we had in Cote d'Ivoire.
Mm-hmm.
Which part of the spectators the cameras were taking?
Yeah.
We don't get to see that at the Euros. Euros, they bring some men with their fat bellies and make.
What did you want to see?
What we saw at the AFCON.
Which was what?
Beautiful. Cape Verde, I mean, all those Cote d'Ivoire there.
I got you.
We didn't get to see them. Don't come and watch football coverage and see bare-chested, fat belly men on
TV. Drinking beer.
Only disappointment. Otherwise, the coverage has been brilliant. And the officiating too has been good. And to my own, Anthony Taylor almost messed everything up. But the officiating has been good. And some of the big players have really disappointed me. But I'm glad the young players have stood up. I mean, we've seen wonderful young players. You're talking about Musiala, even Ada for Turkey.
Yeah, Ada Gula.
Yeah, Ada Gula was brilliant. The Spanish boys, the leagues that have done the better. Nico Williams and Lamia Yamal. Excellent. So we've had good players who have. And it's a huge disappointment. Huge. And my number one will be Roberto Martinez.
Okay.
Portugal. You see, when you open the lines for people to pick their flop, not for mentioning Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
But I don't blame him. I 100% blame the coach. That's a 38-year-old man. Manage, not that he looks fit, you have to manage him well. He doesn't have to play 120 minutes. Even the third game, when Portugal had already qualified, he played the full game. What was the point? And everyone was frustrated, there were issues. So, Roberto Martinez has really disappointed Portugal. By not being bold enough to take the team required for a team of so many talents to prove this value. On my other highlight, yeah. So, referees, coaches, yeah, I think that's about all.
Okay, now you made mention of Anthony Taylor, and I'm sure it's because of that handball, that ball that hit the hand of Marco Corella in that game against Spain. Surprisingly, UEFA have not said anything about it, and so for me, for them, I think that it was a good call, and I'm a bit surprised about that decision up to today.
Oh, it wasn't a good call. It can never be a good call.
Yeah.
You see, when you want to decide, when they're trying to award a penalty or an infringement, number one consideration, where was the ball traveling? That ball was going straight into the net.
Yeah.
It was a direct shot straight. It was going straight into the net. Then the hand was beside the player. It wasn't. It was moving towards the body. By the point the ball hit the hand, it wasn't close to the body. So there's no way you can justify that. There's no way. It was a very extremely bad call for a high-profile tournament like this. And not surprisingly, was a referee for my people.
Anyway.
Since anytime they come, even the VAR didn't take longer than usual.
Yes, indeed, that's true.
Yes, I mean, it's amazing that the match were taking in the Premier League took it straight to the Euro, surprisingly. But my best referee has been the Kepa, the Trossard look-alike. I mean, he's been my best referee so far, and I'm surprised what he didn't obviously the final.
Yeah.
So much like Trossard.
Yeah, just like Trossard. Yeah. Is that Osato or the name is not really coming up, but I've seen him. They just look like Trossard. Yeah.
Not like Tepin, but it's Tepa.
Yeah, Tepa. Okay. It's not Tepin. Tepa. Okay. Thanks for that one. Okay, Doc. But the big game itself is coming tomorrow. It's coming up against England and Spain. England, they've not been that convincing from the start of the competition, but then they've gradually maneuvered their way through, and they are now in the final. It could be anybody's game. Many people are saying that if you look at the draw and their side of the draw, they look to be destined for the trophy. But I mean, what sort of game are you expecting from the two, and who will start as favorite for you?
Let me start from Southgate.
Okay.
I think Southgate has been fortunate or lucky, I don't know the word to use, as an Englishman here. And sometimes you need luck. Anybody who says there's no luck in football, that's something. No, you need luck to get to certain point. Look at the pathways.
Mm-hmm.
Can you honestly tell me? I'm a full English supporter. You know me, but that's my country.
Yeah.
But I don't think England could have beaten Germany or even France. I'm not so sure. But by saying that they ended up at the weaker side of the globe, and this is not the first time. They had the same route in 2018 World Cup. The same injury pathway at the last Euros. So that's one thing about Southgate. I mean, he has done that as opposing the coast. But then his also decisions have really bothered me. And that has been the pain of English football for a very long time. That somehow they think good individual players automatically gives you a good team. Then it's never that way. When you have the individuals, like you have ingredients that are going to make a soup or stew, the role of the coach is to blend the ingredients in such a way that you get the best soup out of the ingredients you've been given. Now you can do the same ingredients to two people to cook, and one output will be tastier than the other because they know how to blend the ingredients. And that's been the issue. No, it's not really with Southgate. It started with Capello and all those eggs and all those earlier coaches because at the point they had Lampard, they had Scholes, Beckham, and all these players, and they could never blend them to get a good team, to get the balance you need in the team. Today when I listen to Talk Sport, and most of the panelists talk about balance, you know how they see balance? Balance is that you have the right footed player playing and the right fullback, and having a left footed player playing and the left fullback. How can that be balanced? Balance, you have two balances in terms of attack and defense, or left or right balance. You can take left if you don't have a left-footed fullback on the left. You can take balance by playing a proper left winger. You can still get a balance. Meaning your attacks will equally go through your left and go to your right. That's the balance. But all the debate has been two players and left-footed players, so it's not effective. Because you have to play for Ghana for so many years at the left side, being a right-footed player. They come like it down for how to cope. There's no rule that you're a right-footed player captain on the left. It's how the team is set up. That is the most important consideration. And to have played, if you have a right footed left fullback like Chipley, you attempt to play for the who doesn't stay on the left as your left sided midfielder. Obviously, you're not going to attack on the left. Do you understand? That's just my point.
I get you. No.
But the setup that made the team look so lopsided that nothing was going to the left. It was the setup by the coach. And the fact that the coach wanted to play Foden because they say he was the best player in the Premier League, fine. I want to play Bellingham because Bellingham was arguably the best player in the La Liga, fine. But look at your team. Your top striker is a striker who always drifts into the middle. Go and watch him the whole year at Bayern. That's what he did most of the time. He drops in and Sani and the rest will hit the flank. Then you come and beat the ball. But you have this striker, this is the way you know, this is the way you play, so you drop into the midfield. Then you play Bellingham at the number 10 area. Then you play Foden supposedly to be on the left, but it's always in the middle. Then what do you think will happen? Chaos.
Yeah.
And that was so evident in the very first game against Serbia that Foden felt like he was not the poster of it. He was taking the ball, the football all over the place, and the coach will not even tell him to position himself well. And people will not notice this. And so Bellingham himself decided that he will draw himself from the middle most of the time and go to the left. That's why they are trying to create some balance. Because Bellingham, intelligent as he is on his own, trying to sometimes, when he's in the middle, is crowded and he drifts. But they have to learn how to put up a team. That's the biggest problem with my country. To get a team on the pitch. So it's been so disjointed the whole tournament. The midfield has been disjointed. So yeah, attacking midfield. The defensive midfield area, Cosmeno has been excellent since he came. Right now playing better and it looks settled at the back. But in front there, it's so chaotic. And the support system that help all these players to flourish. A player like Saka. In Arsenal, Saka always combining with their height and Odegaard. I mean, they have this understanding. We need support system. In England, he's isolated. The passes don't get to him early. The little time Walker will pass you when there's a defender behind him. So when you watch Saka, about 90% of his passes are back to the defenders. The people say Saka is not playing well. Because the team is not set up properly. That's my worry. And they've managed so far. But then against Spain, it's such an established team. I don't know. I'm praying a miracle of it. But from what I've seen, I'm scared who's going to win the final to this team. Look what the Spanish have done. In fact, the injury Pepe had against Germany was a blessing in disguise. Because when Pepe and Rodri were playing together, I wasn't particularly enthused, but it was like they were doubling up in the midfield, which Spain doesn't usually do. So when almost came to replace Pepe, now the midfield is now expansive and he goes forward and that guy can score goals. So he's changed the whole dynamics of the Spanish midfield. And they play so Rodri is so intelligent. He reads the game. He knows what to do at what point. And Fabian Ruiz has really surprised me. He's a player that I love so much. He went to Napoli. He had one good season and he sort of fizzles out. Then he came to PSG, he's been injury plagued, so we've not really seen the quality, the talent he has. But this tournament is blossomed. He's playing, he's comfortable at the ball, he reads the game very well, and he attacks when needed. So this is going to be a very tactical game. There's, the game that Spain has struggled with the whole tournament.
No, tell me, Doc.
For the Germany game.
Okay, the quarterfinal match.
Because Germany also had a very good midfield.
Yeah.
So I don't know why nobody mentioned Toni Kroos in the play of the tournament. I mean, he was excellent.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Then Andre surprised me. And the German midfield was so good. That's why Spain struggled with Germany so much.
Yeah, together with Witz.
Yeah, then I go together with.
I said together with Witz.
Yeah, very fantastic player.
Yeah, another good player in there, yeah.
Oh, the next World Cup, we just watch that for Germany. Musiala is great, is wonderful. I mean, the whole team blended. So Spain will struggle with a team like Germany, but may not struggle against England, because then English midfield is not balanced. I mean, Cardiff is so confused. Because even with Cosmeno, it was just try and error. I mean, he started with Trent, then Conor Gallagher, then just fell onto the lap. I mean, that he couldn't learn anyway. But the reason why, number one, Hurricane is not playing well, because the team is dysfunctional. Two, he's not in the best of Saka. Three, Foden has been so busy but has produced very little for the team. And she's another stupid player. Bellingham has been, but he's been so, he can go like 20 minutes without any influence on the match. And see, you can't be a best player at a tournament when your team can play 20 minutes and you're not seeing your impact. It doesn't happen. He may have scored some important goals, but if you ask me to pick him as the player of the tournament, even if England wins, I don't think he can be the player of the tournament.
Yeah.
He may not be so influential. What is Fiifi-Manfred can see player of tournament? The last tournament was our own Jorginho. Look at him. Everything went to him. Every attack, everything went to him. But England can play 5-15 minutes. You don't even see Bellingham somewhere. He looks tired. He's bereft of he's bereft of ideas what to do with the ball. His output hasn't been good compared to what we saw in the early part of the season with Real Madrid. Even with Real Madrid, cast the mind back. See, from the semi-final stage of the Champions League to the final, he was not influential. So he was taking before the season even ended. So England, I'm hoping and praying that they win, because the 2018 I was in England when we go to the semi-final. planes. I mean, you know, our people, you're always there with me. Flying by my ceiling with all these colors, and he's coming home, talk sport every day, and I mean, the success was deep. And all because of the fact that they were going to the semi-final.
I really do not support them, but I think that they've for 2 consecutive finals in the Euros, if they give them this one, I think that Charlie, they will also get some smile because they've struggled for long, 58 years.
But I mean, Spain just won. They just won 2 Euros recently.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But if I should put my love for England aside, and then Spain deserves to win this tournament.
They've been the best team
by far.
Yes.
Playing defensively, and if you look at their players individually, I mean, yesterday ESG on trying to do that thing that I always try to do in football. Combined living. The what is combined living? It's never made sense to me. I mean, what is combined living? Pick the number two and compare. But football is a team game. Sometimes somebody plays with a certain player, and that player makes him better. Like Saliba playing with Gabriel at us now. You will pick Gabriel alone and put him in Brazil, and he may not function. So we don't do those individual comparisons. We do things. Let's say the defense versus this defense, the midfield versus this midfield. That's why I told you. Once you do combine, let them pick 1, 1, and 2. Only 2 players can get to this team. And those players that can get it, the team will meet them, they will lose. So football is not, you don't do two analysis with combined level.
Okay.
Do you have anything called combined level before the tournament and combined level?
I've not heard that anywhere anyway.
I will send you the link for you today.
Okay.
Spain only have 2 in the combined level between Spain and England. 11. England has only 2 out of the 11. So it tells you football is not an individual game like tennis or golf. It's a team game.
Yes, indeed.
Whoever is able to present a good team will win tournament.
Okay.
A good team.
Okay. So, Doc, although you have the love for the 3 Lions on paper, as you say, Spain is going to start as favorites tomorrow. Yeah.
It's not even close.
They've scored
something happened to Spain, England, no.
Yeah.
Unless there's a mirror. I know football is football, so something can happen. To go by what we have seen from the beginning of the tournament till now, Spain are huge. It's not even close. Huge favorites. England are in the final because of the past date.
Yeah, sure.
England had made Germany or France. They would have been out by now.
Okay. So
out with the shown us.
Spain have scored 13 goals so far, as against 7 from England. They have a solid attacking front in there. They've conceded 3, as against England conceding 4. So defensive where they're also good in there. So we'll wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow. But all the bookmakers, those who have followed the competition keenly, if you look at the statistics and everything, Spain are going to start as favorites. So tomorrow there's going to be live commentary on your super station, Love 99.5 FM.
Good. And I have to energize Fifi. Fifi collapse at every commentary. So
I'll do energize him. Yeah. Doc, thank you very much. But then, and since I have you, just a quick one also on our domestic competition. Now, we have Instratermine, and that is Summertex 1996 representing Ghana in their debut African campaign. Instratermine have been paired against a team in Chad, and then we also have Summertex paired against a team in that is from Cameroon. But the 2 teams, yes, deservedly, they have to represent Ghana because they won the FA Cup and the league. But unfortunately, we are not seeing our big clubs pop up or come up there in the last seasons. Kotoko won it 2 years ago, yes, but last year was Mediema. House of Folk virtually non-existent. You don't see them in the competition any longer. Last season, for instance, they struggled. And unfortunately, apart from these 2 clubs too, one other interesting thing that is happening in our football now is that at the end of this season, all our players seem to be heading towards either Tanzania or Rwanda. So the question is that, what really does this story tell about our local competition? Ghanaian footballers moving to Rwanda.
Yeah, like that's what I was going to start. I mean, it is so heartbreaking. And if somebody had told you, Bella, or told Steve, or Fifi, just 5 years ago, that we're going to get to a point that the best player that emerged from our league the players who helped Samatta to win the league, they moved from Ghana to Rwanda or Tanzania. I don't know if you've been to Tanzania before.
No, Doc, I've not been to Tanzania.
But I go there because of my research.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not even close to Ghana. Go and check all the economic indices.
Dar es Salaam.
Tanzania economy is not bigger than Ghanaian economy. Just like their football economy is better than our football economy. And the only reason why their football economy is better than our football economy is that one, principally, their 2 main clubs are properly supported by their supporters, Simba and Yanga. It's in Tanzania that when I'm going to release the club jersey, the supporters feel like what you see in Europe. You don't get a club jersey in Africa. That's Tanzania. That's what they've done so well. But for a country like Ghana, we've been declining. So I was going to say steadily. I think it's steeply now. It was steadily in the beginning from 2010, 2011, 2012. We've been declining gradually to where we are now. And it pains me that those who are in charge of Ghana football, when they vote you onto executive council of Ghana football, or they vote you as a DSA president, what they are doing is that they are entrusting Ghana football in your care. So you should eat, drink, sleep football, Ghana football, and always think of how you're going to improve our game. So if you're in charge and you've been declining steadily since 2012, and you've not seen any intervention, anything new to change the direction, then we are heading for doom. That's what saddens me a lot. Then now that we are looking players to Rwanda, the next time we're looking players to Cote d'Ivoire and Togo, and before we realize our league is completely collapsed, it's gone. And somehow, I don't know their priority. And I always get the feeling that they prioritize the Black Stars more than their own product. You say this over and over, and someone they don't need to hear. The league is their product. It's what they are creating, it's what they are managing, it's what they are controlling. Black Stars are just managing for the good of Ghana. It's not yours. It can never be yours. The league is their product. That's why they're supposed to work hard and make sure that the league survives. I've said it so many years now, I'm getting tired. Like your football can only survive if you don't listen and listen again. Our football can only survive if you have a good league. And the direction that our league is taking, with all the bribery issues, with all the scoreline that you get to know scoreline so teams are played, and with all the apathy that even fans are showing towards the league, and people still think they are running the league in Ghana. Look at what happened between ITV
and Dreams FC.
Last season. And to date, nobody has found it expedient or reasonable to say something to Ghanaians. Like, let us keep quiet, they will talk and they will stop talking and we'll move on. How can it be a serious league that this incident has happened and to date, no action has been taken? Such a disgraceful occurrence, and nobody feels responsible to act or say anything. And we're all just there in limbo, waiting for another season to start, then we move on. The league is going to progress. We'll go back to the point that we have no league to play. And let me tell them that all the achievements we've had in Ghana, and I say this every time I get opportunity, that the only reason why we won the AFCON in 1982 was the fact that we had an extremely strong league. Big players from the league, they were not fully prepared because they had a very short time to prepare. They went to the AFCON and won it. And that was the reason why we were so good those days, because we had a quarter for solid, we had a hand solid. And we were providing quality players for our national team on the time. And league, if compared to our education system, your league in your country is like a university. They're supposed to provide the manpower for the country. So if you invest enough quality manpower for your country is going to suffer a long term. So you bring up players from schools all the way to them for our pyramid the league is on top. So when they get to the league level, Premier League level, they are solid. We call them immediate come and play for Black Stars. Like we in 2006, we took Ali Mohammed and Elias from our league to them to the World Cup and they performed. The only reason why they did that because the league was that was the only reason. So if you can have this fundamental knowledge of football and you sit down for the league to deteriorate to this level, that Kotovo can play a match at the Baba Sports Stadium. And the people who go to watch the game is far less than people who are watching Kotovo train. They are not competitive, but train but at a rich back. Means you know there's something fundamentally wrong with what you're doing with our team. I can't so see them. I have to always play to an empty stadium.
It is
perfect. Everybody who can see that you know why this is happening. And nobody seems to care, and the league is deteriorating. We wake up one day, we have no league. And our players who are barely, who are just coming, who are just blossoming, will be picked up by African teams, African countries, or visiting in Ghana. We are in a crisis, and the managers in charge of our team should realize that we are in a crisis, and they should act appropriately. This their nonchalant attitude, this their lackadaisical attitude is not helping us. The earlier they realize you need to work hard to redeem the image of the league, play a good league in this country. It's a better thing for all of us. So sad that that demonstration that was
organized.
And so good that demonstration they had.
Yeah.
In that pressure.
Save Ghana football.
Chance for us to change the direction of Ghana football. Because the direction we are facing now is doom. Doom being this side of us. If you're not able to change that direction, the game we all love, the game that has sustained some of us for all these years, you're going to lose the joy and the happiness you get from the game. Playing Black Stars alone will be enough to play Ghana. And that you just go scan around the world and take players with Ghanaian descent to come and play for next time play the Black Stars. That's not sustainable. That is not sustainable.
Okay.
You can sustain your football at the highest level. Go to a solid league that will continuously feed your national teams so you can achieve knowledge.
Okay.
Very sad about the direction in Ghana football is heading.
Doc, yeah, I can feel it even in your voice. But Doc, thank you very much for spending time with us here on the show. Really, really appreciate it. It's 2 minutes after 8. Do enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll be getting in touch after the show, please.
Yes, and thank you so much, and I'm going to continue enjoying your event.
Okay.
I'm still listening.
All right, Doc.
Have a full weekend, guys.
Have a wonderful weekend too. Thank you very much. That's Dr. Kofuasa Fuaje speaking to us here on the show this morning. It's 3 minutes after 8. You're listening to Love 99.5 FM. I told you we shall be speaking to Coach Alpre Conference for tonight. We are trying to get him online, but before that, let's go for the short break and come back because there's more we are going to deal here on the show on the second part as we take a look at the chances of both Israel and Summertex FC. Okay, so okay, let's see. All right. The 2024 Euros is here with us and it's getting hotter and hotter. Join our coverage of the 2024 Euros on Love 99.5 FM as we bring to you tidbits, company news, and live commentary on all the matches. Your super station, Love 99.5 FM. For everything Euro 2024, just tune in to Love 99.5 FM. Our coverage of Euro 2024 is proudly sponsored by
Say you know, Billy idea, a 6 idea, stroke nexus or fibroid. I am Aaron Pum, and now all of you come here. And two Herbal Center. Oh, for Yadi and Consum from Mata. And for some Yadi Herbal Center. Kumasi Herbal Center. Our two so Yabago Government Hospital at 0244 083482. At a 4 and you're winning now every journey. Our specialist Herbal Hospital. Dr. Kosia Dia Yabatrite. Sciatica, any bone fracture, no Power Specialist Herbal Hospital. Ebe show me one. Temukura. One must specialize was area ropa. Yari ba kosha ne sayo mumbre pa hepatitis B, stroke, diabetes, akumum yari ahoro, typhoid, awo, dusum yari. Ninyina. Power Specialist Herbal Hospital. Koko Accra or Kwabenya ACP Road. Was sick power bus stop for why. Kumasi or for years when it just grew. Filling station the division moon. And attack so Anadi Estates, Customs Road. Ghana have a bill will be on 0244 54 44 22 and then 0200 38 38 31.
Power Specialist Herbal Hospital.
Hepatitis B, Sophia and Kasa. SPAC is effective for headache and relieves the symptoms of flu, cold, and catarrh. SPAC blows away the pain associated with sore throats. During and after a hard day's work, SPAC relieves you of body pain. After the day's sports workout, SPAC helps the body to control the aching muscles. SPAC is effective against feverishness and rheumatic pains. SPAC reduces body temperature associated with malaria and other fevers. SPAC is not recommended for children less than 16 years of age, ulcer, and asthmatic patients, pregnant and lactating mothers. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. SPAC blows your pain away.
Expert Junior is a trusted friend to relieve your child of pain associated with teething, catarrh, cold, and fever. The good that Expert does for you, Expert Junior does for your child. Expert Junior is for children between 6 months and 12 years. If symptoms persist for more than 2 days, consult your doctor. Expert Junior blows your child's pain away. This advertisement is FDA approved.
Zando!
Life in Denmark can be quite different from African
Victoria, and child for me. Charlie story no from me why not. However, I will. They may have Thursday area no. Seems no date on Beboni now.
Home is where your heart is. Sporty Bet. Play with champions.
You provide the fire. Daily focus on your superstation, Love 99.5 FM, is giving you an opportunity to start your day right with anointed men of God. Tune in daily at 5:15 a.m. and be blessed. Be edified with Joel Osteen on Monday.
Just because it seems like God is too late doesn't mean that He's not going to come through. Don't be impatient for Him to act. Keep believing, keep praying, and every blessing that belongs to you will show up.
Receive the word with Reverend Eric Ajay, the Diakon of New Life City Chapel, Walkroom, every Tuesday.
Anytime the Holy God comes to dwell in your heart, He produces His nature in you. And so you that some time ago you were whatever, you begin to have desires for holy things in your life.
On Wednesday, make a date with His word, His power, and His presence with Reverend Victor Osei, General Overseer of Family Chapel International.
One thing you should never allow in your life is for people to take you for granted. Go where you are celebrated and not where you are simply tolerated.
Live every Thursday with Reverend David Seth Kwanzaa, head pastor of Mid-Country Chapel, Amoko.
No matter what chances you have lost, opportunities you have lost, God is able to restore them. Who is this God that can cause something to come out of Nazareth?
And on Friday, Reverend Simon Ampofo of Grace Fields Chapel comes your way with Word Explosion.
You're blessed in your going out and blessed in your coming in, even now and forevermore.
Daily focus on Love FM. Start your day right with the word from God.
Talk. Let's come domestic. Let's talk about our clubs who are participating at the African campaign next season. We are going to have Instratumai representing Ghana in the Confederations Cup, and we have Summertex also representing Ghana at the Champions League level. But for now, let me go on the lines. Let me speak to Coach Yao Preku. Those times when he was playing, we used to call him Yao Rush. Yao Rush, yes. He was fast. Yeah. And he could score goals as well, you know. And you know, he's my brother. Oh, okay. He's my brother. Yes, he's my brother. Coach, good morning.
Good morning, bro.
And how are you, sir?
We thank God.
Oh, we thank God. We thank God too. And it's a pleasure to have you on our show this morning.
Thank you.
So, it's about 3 days now into your new appointment as coach of Instratumai How is Nsratman Township receiving you, and how are you also adapting to Nsratman?
I'm back to Accra. I went there for the unveiling. So I was in Nsratman for a day. Came back to Accra, and I'm preparing to go back by His grace tomorrow. I start work on Monday.
Oh, okay. So it means that you've really not started work with the team yet.
Not yet. The boys are in camp. They've assembled.
Okay.
But I will join them tomorrow.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, I mean, I believe that you have a fair knowledge of, what is at your disposal. And looking at the competition ahead, it's also another huge one because you are entering into Africa, playing against a Chadian opposition. But first of all, what do you make of the materials there? And what are you doing with your team in terms of the assignment ahead of you?
Well, in terms of materials, I'm yet to assess. I know a little bit of, and I even spoke to Coach Maxwell, gave me insight of the team and what he thinks on his report where we have to tackle and stuff. So I'm waiting to get there, and then on my own observation, I can assess and then see where we fall short and where we have to tackle it. So it's a big task. The configuration, because the boys just had 2.5 weeks rest after a very long season. I think 2.5 weeks is not good. It's not enough for a player to recover. So all this we have to put into consideration and see how best we can put the boys in shape.
Yeah. Now from then
trying to get other players on board, 1 or 2 players on board for us to be prepared for the configuration.
Yeah, and because they played in the FA Cup final, it means that they have little rest. But then, so what are you going to do to get them back in shape? Because from what you say, it means that they have not had enough rest, and it could be telling in their performance if the competition starts.
Exactly. It's dangerous. Trust me, it's dangerous. 2.5 weeks. There's no way 2.5 weeks.
Rest.
After you have to start training, and it's very dangerous. But like I said, with a little bit of experience that I've got, we'll see. We'll manage them. We have to check the load and everything. The training, the schedules, and they have to eat well, rest well, and all these petty things that we have to put into consideration. We'll do all, and whether we like it or not, get ready for the configuration.
Yeah. Okay, but I don't know. The draw was out on Thursday. I guess by now you've done some preliminary checks on your club, the club you are going to play against, Elect Sport. What can you tell us about the team?
Well, what I know of that club is they've been champions of Chad for I think 6 or 7 seasons, 7 times. So they are not a small club. Even winning the FA Cup, that shows that it's a club that is ready to battle. And so we'll try and dig more about. When it comes to digging about clubs from those kind of areas, it's always difficult. But they will know more about us. They will know more about us because Ghana is, in terms of football, we are ahead of them. But we have to be prepared. Whether we know the little that we will know about them, we have to put it into practice and make sure that the first game here we score as much as we can, and then the second game will be more less stress for us.
Considering what Mafia did, under pressure.
It's going to be very difficult. It's going to be majority of our boys are inexperienced. This will be their first African
appearance.
Yeah, African Confederation or whatever that it's a first time. But it takes one game to gain experience. It takes more games to gain more experience. And what Dreams did, the boys are ready to replica the same, and then we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
Game after game.
Okay. Dreams were in the semi-final though, but I heard your boss say that they are giving you a target of if you can get them to at least the quarter-final stage of the competition. I've just been checking on the records, the performance of Elect Sports at the CAF Champions League. They've appeared, I think, 3 times. They were eliminated all the time at the preliminary stage. In the Confederations Cup as well, the first round, playoff round, they were eliminated. So I'm sure probably it's not too, maybe it could be a hurdle you can cross. But the target of a quarter-final, realistic?
Like I said, they are very, very ambitious.
Group stage.
They are very, very ambitious. We are yet to, like I said, I'm yet to see and where I think we'll have to beef up and then we will take it game after game because they have every right to be ambitious.
Yeah.
Football there, anything at all can happen. But you have to prepare adequately and make sure the materials that you have, they are ready for the battle. We are all dreaming, but it's like Ghana going to the World Cup for the first time. Our dream was to come out of the group stage, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and it's nearly. I think we came out of the group stage, right? After World Cup 2006, right?
World Cup, yes.
We went to what?
Round of 16. Yeah, second round, yeah. Yeah, second round.
It's doable.
Okay.
When you prepare very well, you can achieve your goals. So. We'll prepare and take it game after game.
Okay, all right. Finally, your Maxwell Corredo might have left a very huge shoes for you to fit in because if nothing at all, he won the MTN FA Cup. I hope it's not bringing any pressure on you and your technical team.
Oh, there is pressure. There is pressure. That's putting us all of us winning the FA Cup.
If you get to the target,
top 4.
They
believe
I feel over they identified the video. And I'm because
we should follow Maxwell's footsteps. Either we better it or make sure that we keep we do the same Maxwell did. But every season and what it brings.
Yeah.
Kotoko is making a lot of changes as of folk. So it's gonna be a different season altogether. But combining the league, FA Cup, and the competition is going to be very, very, very hectic. We have to make sure we don't lose focus. And when we start the confederation, because when the league is ongoing and your focus is too much on the confederation, you might end up. You saw where the position of Dreams.
Yeah.
And it's very dangerous.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right, Coach. Thank you very much. So we can only wish you the best, and hope and pray that you're able to at least make a meaningful impact in the competition that you are and your assignments ahead of the next season.
Thank you, bro.
Okay. All right. So that's Coach Yapreko of that is Instructor Mine FC. So I know you heard him. The major highlights in there. He just went for unveiling, so he's returning Monday to go and start preparations. He says that it means that the boys are getting just about 2.5 weeks rest before they go into the Confederations Cup. But the Confederations Cup will be before they start preparing for the Confederations Cup, and so it's not enough rest for them. He's saying that he's not even yet to go and identify the positions and departments that they will need revamping or reinforcement. And the competition, their first game is going to be played when between the 16th of next month. And so they have about 4 weeks. But then it means that the boys will not have enough rest. They will have to be training. And so they will have to check on their schedule, make sure that they will use their training time to also find good resting time for them, or else and they are going to break down somewhere along the line.
I mean, I agree with you because I mean, Nswatsamani FC won the MTN FA Cup. What it means is that they played more matches than most of the Ghana Premier League clubs.
Yeah, sure.
Because they were in the final, right? And I think after the Ghana Premier League ended, it took about 2 weeks before we played the MTN FA Cup final at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. So, I mean, the football is science, right? And sometimes some of these players need rest. But unfortunately, where the club is positioned now, it well appears they may not be getting enough rest that they want. Now, you know, last season, we presented 2 clubs that had their maiden appearance in Africa Interclub competition. Mediama Sporting Club in terms of the Champions League and Dreams FC in the CAF Confederation Cup. For me, Mediama Sporting Club did really well because they qualified to the money zone and they give us some excellent performances. And Dreams FC though also qualified to the semi-finals of the competition.
Also did well.
Yes, in the semi-finals. But I think I would treat their achievement as isolated incident because usually on the African continent, your first time, you don't really do well. You gain experience. When you get opportunity to go again, then you do well. For me, based on what Yapreko is saying, the fact that he's even here to identify the sport that he will need improvement and all that, it doesn't really make me confident that Nswatsamani will do well. So I need to begin to manage my expectations. But, I mean, Mediama Sporting Club and Dreams FC showed last season that anything at all is possible on the African continent.
All right, but then let's also hear from the administrative manager of, the general manager of Nswatsamani Football Club, Eric Alagidede, who spoke to us last Thursday. And he also spoke about the difficulty in even getting players because whenever they try to get to the players to reinforce their team, he said that Kotoko has to focus in there. And he says that the monies that they are quoting sounds outrageous for them. But for information, the Black Queens have lost 4-0 to Japan in that international friendly. But let's hear from Erica Alagidede, then we'll come back.
Well, it's a difficult one. I mean, we want to believe that any team that's at the stage of the competition came here not by chance. But of course, they got here by virtue of the fact that they merit to be here. So, at this point in time where everyone knows how to play football, you cannot underrate anybody and say, okay, of course they are coming from Chad. So
how's foreign nation stories though? I think
we'll start looking at the fact that I've already started looking at what the team is made up of. I'm sure my technical team and other guys will also start looking for information about them. We'll try as much as possible to know so much about them before obviously the competition itself starts off. We are starting off in Kumasi, and so we need to get off to a good start, and I think that will make the second leg maybe much more easier for us.
Now, with the changing technical team and looking at the time at your disposal a few weeks ahead of this encounter, how is it going to affect you guys' approach with the change that's just happened?
Well, obviously there will be some kind of effect, whichever way you look at it. Of course, a new coach is stepping in. He's stepping in with his own technical direction. Maybe he's coming with his own different style of play. Maybe we are used to 4 back. Maybe he's a coach who prefer to play 3 at the back. I mean, these are all things the guys need to learn, and they really need to learn quick because, as we said, time is not our friend, and we don't have too much of it to waste. But I'm very optimistic that in the next 3-4 weeks ahead of us, we shall be ready for this challenge.
I mean, this is Africa they are going to play in, and I heard your boss say the last time that you're setting a target of a group stage for the coach. Are you revamping the team in any way at all, and how is it going in terms of the transfer market?
Well, the transfer market is been a very interesting one. I mean, you approach every single player, and Hassan and Kotoko are also interested in the same player. You know, when you come up against the big boys, it's always not going to be easy for you. I spoke to my colleague and brother from Samatex this morning. He's complaining of the same thing, the fact that because Hassan and Kotoko are in the market, you attempt to speak to any player, and then some of the prices they are quoting, actually they look very outrageous. But then, that notwithstanding, we will definitely do some beefing up. We've spoken to quite a number of players. I'm sure between now and Friday, probably we would announce maybe our first 2-3 signings. I mean, we've kept it on the quiet because of how volatile the market is. You make noise about the player you intend to sign, and the next moment, someone is snatching the player away from you. So we've been on the very quiet, but we are doing business. And
All right, so Eric, I'll get it in there for you from the camp of Instructor Mind. So I know you had it, Fifi, but let me do this on Summertex as well. And then Zando also spoke to Akwesi Abronoma, his head of communications at Summertex, when that draw was done on Thursday. Summertex are playing against Victoria United of Cameroon in the first round of the preliminary stages of the 2024-25 CAF Champions League. And this is what Eric also had to tell us.
We don't know much about them. We are now putting things together for video analysts, and then the technical team are gathering information about the team so that we can know how to draw strategy against them when we face them. So we are, as we're speaking, the video analysts and the technical analysts are gathering facts about them and see how best we can draw strategy to beat them.
Okay, now the draw was conducted about 30 minutes ago. How did the entire technical team take it? I mean, in terms of the reaction, how did they take it?
Actually, they are all happy. Not that we are playing against Victoria United, but what the technical team keep on telling us is that as you want to be the best, you have to be the best. So whoever they will be getting or they will meet, they are ever ready to.
They will get, or they will meet,
So they have to cool. The head coach told me that he has to concentrate and prepare. So if you are going to Africa, you should expect those things. So they are cool. Okay, just that they are focusing on how to draw their strategy to overcome Victoria United.
Okay, great. Now you said earlier that you want to deliver at the tournament. You want to deliver for Ghanaians. I mean, what sort of outputs should Ghanaians expect from you? Should Ghanaians expect more from Summertex 1996 in this year's CAF Champions League?
Yes, our target is to be in the money zone, and we can't do it alone. We will need their support. The support that as we, the management and the playing body, the technical team, we are doing much better, or we are putting much effort to go far. You will need their support.
Okay, so Akwesi Abronoma is the head of communications at Summertex. He says that they are setting what? A target of a money zone.
Money zone. Media must show them the way last season.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think in the interview you confirmed that.
I'm coming. Yeah, we are getting there.
Okay,
we are going there. So, he's also been speaking about where they are going to play their games. So let's listen to Akwesi Abronoma again. Obviously, the Summertex Stadium will not qualify, will not meet the criteria set by CAF for that is continental competitions.
We are using the Accra Sports Stadium for the final stages, and then you will be playing the money zone or the group stages at the Baba Sports Stadium if you are able to get there. So at the moment, Accra Sports Stadium and at the group stages playing at the Baba Sports Stadium.
Okay. Now I know the Accra Sports Stadium has not been used for camp matches for some years now. Has it been confirmed? Have you contacted the NSA, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and have they given you go ahead to use it? I don't know if CAF has certified the usage of the Accra Sports Stadium for camp matches.
What we were told is that we can play the preliminary stages there, but for the group stage we can't. So we made it with the Cloud Licensing Board. Then in fact, the website is for us, and then I can say our first champion team at the Accra Sports Stadium. That one I can assure.
Okay. You have told Ghanaians to expect something significant from Summertex in this year's CAF Champions League. What it means is that you did a very best of materials. Now we heard that Keke was already in Tanzania. In fact, he has played a game already, according to what we have seen on social media, and the club made a statement yesterday. First of all, what is the situation like on Emmanuel Keke?
What I can tell you is Keke is under valid contract with SG Summertex, and he's our player. As we're speaking to him, he is our player because he is under valid contract with SG Summertex. The contract has not expired yet. Even if the contract will expire tomorrow, as speaking to you today, he is our player because he's under a valid contract.
Okay. All right. But how did they really play? How did he get to Rwanda to go and play? What's the agreement between the two